going to be interesting.
A major factor they picked up Turbo for as well was the fact that they had so much fun with them. You know, they really enjoyed playing with them. I know when they were talking about Drip A as well in trialing him, they just enjoyed playing with Turbo so much, and that really helps.
I feel like that's pretty underrated. Like when you like your teammates, it helps a lot to play with them,
And when you
play
fun.
better.
Talking about having fun.
Yeah.
Like, Turbo's already into it. He knows that that's what you got to do. Like, coming in, especially with like Garrett and Justin. Like Justin's a goofball too. You see him even on stage dancing, right?
Yeah.
At Worlds, like
Valencia, they had so much fun even when they were losing the grand final. They were just enjoying themselves.
That's impressive, honestly.
I've never experienced that yet. Okay, I'll say that.
That's the new meta though. It's just have fun, and it seems to be the teams that are genuinely doing that are the teams that are actually winning. You even talked about that too though with DreamHack. It's like you just like you stopped really caring. Like you didn't actually feel stressed.
And I think like especially after C9, the reverse sweep we had in Valencia, it was like we just had fun after that. Like, we survived that. We can do anything, right?
Well, the good news is
the new meta of Rocket League is have fun.
Yeah. It's perfect.
It works really well on LAN too, because the more aggressive you get, the more you make people worry on the other end. Jump for random stuff, and I guess this is the LAN where that may not hold true, because it feels a lot more like scrims, there's a lot less pressure.
Yeah, especially when you're playing in that room, right? There's no crowd. You can literally hear your teammates pressing the buttons on their controllers. So it's like a lot like scrims.
Well, it's an interesting matchup just because of G2 being finalists in the last Worlds and NRG with the big pickup. So I'm pretty interested to see like how NRG plays, but also how G2 plays too. Like bouncing back after the World Championship, can they get back there again? Are they showing the same poise?
I felt G2 really picked it up at Worlds too, especially Rizzo. He is the one who plays well under pressure. So
I think the only reason, that like they fell off at the end there was they were just tired. I felt like Rizzo was tired.
Yeah.
Right? Like he looked like he was just kind of like getting slow. It's not that he was like bad. He was just getting slow because it was a long day.
But I also think it was Vitality just ramping up.
Well, they were insane.
Yeah,
that's the fastest Rocket League I've ever seen.
They just ramp up and then they get to some like that level. Ooh.
Well, we saw a lot of G2 pressure already.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the card choices, right? You have Chicago on the Fennec and you have JNAPS on the Skyline, right?
I love how the Fennec is just meta now.
The Fennec.
Right.
I was talking to Corelli before. I'm like, I was sitting back. I'm like, how many Fennecs are on the field right
goes,
now?
is everyone using that now? Is that like the only car?
Something as well is that like I've noticed people have said they get a lot stronger hits with the Fennec than the Octane.
Well,
and Flicks.
Yeah. Chicago getting one there, and Justin on the Dominus couldn't do anything.
It was too good. They had to stop it.
Yeah.
It's like, man,
he was hacking.
I'm waiting for the quick chat.
Yeah.
Is it going to happen? It's going to happen?
No, it's not going to happen.
No. They're still asleep.
So why just so like I can pick up the Fennec and be good at Rocket League too? What is it? Just like it's fit?
There's
hitbox
nothing
really nice,
that'll
or?
make you good at Rocket League.
No, I heard if you use Cookseer's cam settings, you actually get pretty good at the game.
And if you bring on Yummy as a coach.
Well, I mean, so far
that is questionable. That is questionable.
Hey, sample size of 1 says yes.
Yeah.
So
100% win rate. Yeah.
Oh, I love this shot. You know.
No, I just curious what it was about that. Like, if there's a reason to, I mean, obviously it's pretty subjective, but like a reason to switch up an Octane to a Fennec. Why everyone's doing it?
I think it's a placebo with your mindset. Like you just play different every time you try a different car, right? So sometimes you play a bit more aggressive with the Fennec. That's what we learned with Josette, for example, right? That we tried the Fennec a couple days before Valencia, and he changed his playstyle completely. He was doing more dribbles. He was more aggressive, and we just it was so refreshing to see that change because we started like beating everyone in scrims, and then we came up to Valencia. We started beating everyone in scrims and warm up there. So it's like that mentality that changes when you try a new car. I think a lot of people are scared to do it.
Yeah,
they just stick to the Octane, the dominance of the Batmobile, right?
So I hear a lot of people say like, you know, scrims are kind of like you can't take them too seriously, but it feels like it still has an effect on you mentally.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like so even when it should not, it still does.
Yeah, everyone who says that is lying because it's just when you're winning scrims, right? You have so much confidence. Like you're like, we beat them like 5 times in a row in a scrim, right?
But back to the card thing, like VP was on here. He was saying that he never changes his car. Like he doesn't want to change it. He like if he does change it, he feels like it's going to go poorly.
I think the advantage of the Fennec too is it is very similar to the Octane, which everyone's used to.
Yeah.
But it is slightly different, so you actually get different touches, and as you get used to that, you get more powerful touches when an Octane would have maybe a weaker touch. And so all of a sudden you're surprising yourself with the different plays you're able to make.
So Fennec confirmed not hacking. That goal did count.
Well, it is.
Oh, no.
It is pay to win, though.
Not so juicy,
yeah,
Justin.
I mean, I guess
That was
Batmobile
juicy.
too.
That was a juicy touch.
He should get the juiced goal explosion, you know? I've actually tried using the juiced goal explosion.
Yeah, I know. You
It's a
did.
curse. Every season I have my first series, I have juiced, and I don't score a single goal. I remember the first season I played in RLCS, I used it, and then like...
You must have scored one because I remember
I scored
seeing
one,
you
right?
having it.
Yeah, I scored one goal in
One
an entire
goal.
series.
So you're not so juicy fruity.
No.
At least
Yeah.
it's thematic.
He's juicy, but he certainly squeezed it in, so that's putting NRG in the lead at the moment.
Hey, we need someone else on the
He's
couch.
juiced. Yeah.
Get Yummy off.
I'm sorry, guys.
So after the break, it's only a 1-goal game. NRG seemed to find some sort of footing, at least with the first goal for themselves.
It's a nice break to have for them mentally because they
Yeah.
started so weak.
Yeah.
So they actually got some time to discuss and get ready for the
Why did
regime.
we get scored on twice in a minute?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm really going to look at Turbo this game, like just so interesting because it's the first transfer, right?
Yeah.
I want to see what the potential and what the...
How he melts.
Yeah,
even off
right?
the beginning, right? Yeah.
Well, like you said it, or you said it, he might find the role of Fireburner in this team, and I feel like that's kind of his natural place just with the way Justin and Garrett plays, but that might not be the case. I mean,
It's kind of interesting too because normally, with Fireburner staying more back, typically nowadays that's not really meta.
right.
You need to have all three people getting into the attack. So it might be a new era of NRG where they even get scarier with
Yeah.
Turbo
Yeah.
more willing to push forward.
Well, I think the biggest like obstacle is going to have like fitting Turbo into their communication system because the way they communicate
it's
is
so
pretty unique.
different.
Yeah,
So different compared to
He
EU.
is
Exactly,
so quiet. And then NA, or especially NRG, they're literally calling every single touch
And
the
it's-
opponent makes.
It depends on your positioning, who's calling what too, right? So it's if Turbo can fit in that quick, it's going to be scary, but that'll be the biggest obstacle for sure.
Something that's been most interesting about coaching Frontline is they're very quiet purposefully in comms. They don't try and comm too much because they know that at LAN, things get mixed up. And Garrett G has tied up the game.
And I guess it's good too because it lets you trust. If you're quiet, it can work. Like, okay,
Or
I
you
trust.
go off
I know
the
what they're gonna
synergy.
do. Yeah.
And then you just go on that.
Is that maybe why we see like volatility in that scene, like like the inconsistencies because some days maybe someone's off and that synergy falls apart where communication could help that?
I think so, yeah, for sure.
It also kind of depends. A lot of players say that when they're comming, they don't play as well. They're not mechanically on form because they're focusing too much on comming.
On comms, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's something we tried out early on as well. Is I was like, I want to talk all the time, but then I realized quickly that just doesn't suit us. So you try to go away from that, and then you find something that works. And
Yeah.
Especially with two French players who
Yeah,
have to
right,
think
the
about
language
what
barrier.
they're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true, especially when it's not you're all speaking in something that's not your native tongue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Because you can speak way faster in your native tongue, right? Like
Oh,
that's the advantage the English-speaking players have. But I think like a player like Turbo, right? He's gonna have no issue speaking English. Chicago banging that.
That
in.
was a great shot from Chicago. And actually, Garrett's before from NRG's was good.
It was that intercept that
what
really
is Turbo
made
doing?
it. Like Rizzo read that.
Oh, Turbo. You might as well just put
he
that in himself, right? He's just serving it.
He just teed it up. He stopped playing. He didn't even move. He didn't even get moved by the goal
he
explosion.
knew.
He
He
just
knew.
sat there.
He knew.
Whoops.
Yeah.
That's a good time to score it, though. 35 seconds left. There's only like 1 or 2 more attacks left for NRG in game
so
one.
after that goal, I think NRG is looking for a new third.
I think they've signed him by now. Unfortunately,
I think I'm moving to a sub.
He's willing to pay the buyout.
Yeah. Let's see if NRG can get one late.
No,
10
I
seconds
think
left.
at this
I don't
point
think it's
they're
going to
looking at the
happen.
next game.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Especially with NRG.
I mean, we've seen it.
Yeah, exactly, right?
We know what they're capable of.
It's been a quiet game for Justin as well.
Yeah, he's just. Again, I think the important thing.
Maybe?
Oh,
Hold on.
He still can.
I don't even know.
We're all like, maybe.
Hey, no.
I think the important thing right now isn't like, again, if Justin's quiet, it's I feel like it's not indicative of like him playing right now. It's just they're watching how can we get Turbo in.
But also the old NRG with Fireburner kind of relied on Justin to pop off, and he's such a good player that he can. And by all accounts, from what other people have been saying, that's still true. So we are looking for Justin to have a big game if they want to win it.
But I really want to see them every single player on that team do exactly the same thing because they're so good. Like they've been in the grand finals at the World Championship, right? Like everyone is so good and mechanically good at this team. So I don't think that they should try to just rely on Justin trying to do magical things. You need to put like Turbo can do it as well. Gary can do it as well, right? He's just a powerhouse of individuals, right?
I agree. I think that if Justin pops off, like great, like we're good. But if he doesn't, you need the whole team's like consistency to back you up, match to match, game to game.
And getting that early lead for G2 was so important in the end because there's 2 goals.
Especially since NRG brought it back, right?
And then they only had to get that one at the end. And they're grand finalists for Worlds at the same time. So they've got plenty of experience and more recent experience at the top than NRG technically. Although, they had DreamHack Valencia.
I could see them laughing. So
yeah, that's what I said. I think the big thing for them right now is just testing that.
It's a best of 7 too.
Yeah,
right? Like
it's a long series.
I love the jerseys though. That the new logo on the jersey actually looks.
Yeah, the jerseys do look good.
I like the color of those jerseys. Just like
right now, I'll take any logo. I'll take any logo. Like I don't care how it looks. I'll say anything is pretty.
We'll just get some blank white shirts and draw F on it.
Yeah, there you go.
And then when they lose, it's just F's in chat. But when they win, it's also F's in chat.
Justin warming up now, doing his little twirly birds in the air.
I mean, you said he was it you that said, Leaf, that he was quiet? But he was at the top of the leaderboard. He had a goal, assist, couple saves, couple shots. Like, he was there. He was a part of things. Like, yeah, he wasn't flip resetting on everyone, but he didn't play poorly.
No.
I wonder what the big goal for like G2 is right now. Is it just like hey, let's kind of make up for getting so close, improve for everyone here this week, or if there's something else on their minds, like other goals they have?
I think every NA team is out to here to have fun, especially the NA and NRG are just here to test Turbo kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like let's see how it goes offline, right? It's like a good indication for Montreal that's coming up later on in September. So I generally think it's like a test run, Like, let's see how we do in an offline setting with no crowd. So, I really want to see G2, though. Like, are they going to play the same level they did at Worlds? Or are we going to see a new G2?
It's also kind of funny because everyone's come here like it's a more casual format, and they're all here to have fun, but they're definitely wanting to
there's
win.
money on the line.
For sure.
Money on the line, right?
Yeah, right? Ooh.
There you go.
There you go.
Good passing play.
And it's Justin Garrett. They've been holding forward a lot more. Justin had plenty of room to make that pass. Like, he wasn't expecting to go in on that play at the start of it.
So NRG gets to strike first here. Hopefully that helps them out a little bit.
Yeah,
Again, they went down 2-0 early in the first game.
It was three out of the last 4 goals scored for NRG.
So better start. Hopefully they can hold on to it.
We'll see if, I mean, like, as you mentioned, they're already even on that goal. Like, Turbo was the man back, right? Like, it was Garrett and Justin working that offense. Garrett was up far.
It's also an advantage against, especially a lot of the American teams.
What a bang.
That's still in.
What a
Rizzo.
That was 2 incredible saves in a row, too.
And that was a good shot. I mean, that was a good shot, hit with pace, tough to save.
Well, Rizzo just dived. He probably thought it was going in, too, and just,
might as well.
I hope to read it, and he did.
Yeah. This could be dangerous.
Oh, my
goodness.
goodness.
Wow.
Okay.
There you go. Are you happy now, Fruity?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I want to see. Every team, like every member getting into it. Like, look at this.
All right, NRG no longer looking for it there. That's good.
That was just a beautiful
That's
play.
spicy.
Ooh.
That's good.
I really like the first part of that play, too, with the pinch up and then the pass back.
Yeah.
And the entire G2 defense were looking for a shot off the first or the second touch in that play.
That works, though, but with them all up that far, like, how quickly can that turn around into a counterattack?
It's a good sign for NRG, like the level of trust they already have, because Turbo had pushed up, just expecting that pass to come in.
Justin almost is, or not Justin, I think that was Turbo. Almost dropped that one.
Yeah, they ramped up. I wouldn't expect G2 to duck out yet, though, because, like, Chicago looks like he's still playing really
But
well
NRG
right
is completely controlling the pace of this game.
Yeah.
Like, G2
for sure.
are really struggling to get this ball out.
That's pretty fun.
Okay.
Weak shot, but
Never
it was
mind.
a good play to get it up there.
It was a good play, though,
Yeah,
using
it was
each
a great
other.
play.
And after the first pass, I couldn't see who it was, but they booked it upfield knowing the pass back was coming. That's what makes the counterattack so fast.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Do it.
Whoa. That almost worked too.
Every time I see Justin with open space, he always does something so stupid.
I'm scared.
And it's so good.
I'm scared.
He's so good transitioning from air to ground.
Yeah.
So,
he's so
just
fast.
got so much in his arsenal too.
He's so fast.
Well, that's the scary part. Garrett, we've seen him do that plenty of times too.
Well, it's why like that flip reset is so powerful because it opens up so many more options.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Because if you don't have it, then all you have is just to slam your face into it. But when you do have it, you're able to pass it, have another shot, fake a defender, threaten that you just have that flip reset, and Justin's so good at it.
And there's also the fact that you don't always know if they have it or not.
Right.
You know, right? They can fake you out, and you can be like committed to one play, and then you just do the opposite.
How often do you guys if you're doing something like that, like a flip reset or something, how often are you looking at who's the defender to see what their habits are? Or is it just kind
Personally,
of, okay, it's a car?
It's just on the feeling. Like, I don't really look at who's in the defense. It's just
if you're spending time, wasting time, worrying about who the defender is,
no, it goes so fast, right?
Yeah, I just didn't know if maybe it was something across the mind that you count into how you use that ball or not.
It depends what kind of comms you have, right? I think the NA comms can kind of tell you who's back, and then it will tell you, like the last man back who it actually is.
Yeah.
If you're against someone like Freaky or Astral, though, you definitely know, you've got a free goal.
Not even here to defend themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
That's cold, yummy.
All week, any of his jokes, the people he digs in are people that aren't
here.
around.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The double win.
Oh, he's going to... yep.
Oh,
it's going to be a goal.
Oh.
No.
Garrett. Oh. Turbo.
Yeah, I think he purposely didn't want to score that.
Yeah,
so.
it seemed a bit odd that he'd drive past it at this level.
Yeah.
That more reminded me of an OCE dribble than anything else.
I mean, I guess you're allowed to say that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm allowed to make fun of that region. They didn't win a series at Worlds. I mean, I can't really defend them at this point.
Yeah, you said it, not me.
That's why.
It's me. I trusted the fact that you've probably said it multiple times off camera, especially to my face.
No.
But not necessarily have the cojones to say it.
Well, that's why do you think he's with an EU team though?
Yeah. Oh. Response?
He's exactly right. Like, I have no response.
Yeah, that was a good step up though for NRG in the second one.
Wait, is it the second goal for NRG?
This is the second one.
Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Oh, it was an amazing
beautiful.
play.
Both of them were good passing plays. Like it's not really like crazy like mechanical plays, right? It's just fast paced, good Rocket League.
Everyone was pushing up the field
exactly
together.
Right. Being on the same page, the synergy really showing off, and that's what's so good about Rocket League. I think is the most beautiful Rocket League.
Yeah,
I think resets and all that's cool, but like synergy like that just baffles me.
When everyone works together, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The team play.
There's also a lot of risk involved because you have
you
4-3-4.
One person intercepts that. That's a free goal. That's a counter attack. You don't even need two people to move up. That's one guy can take the ball.
And they were banging it towards each other. It wasn't just like a nice little lob. Yeah. That's what made it.
But I think that's what makes it even better. Balls hit with pace like that.
Oh yeah. When you bang a pass to each other, it feels so good hitting it.
It's one of the best.
It's
feelings.
like
it's like a pinball.
But you have to hit the nose, and then like.
You hear that?
You see that from NRG.
Passing the ball feels good.
Yeah, but in Champ 1, they're not going to be passing, are they?
I don't think you have to go that low even.
Yeah.
It's funny to see all these Champ 1s trying to be Justin and squishy with the flip reset mechanics, and then like they sometimes miss the fundamentals. But it's good to see that everyone is trying those things because.
No, it's not.
I think there's a guy that doesn't have to deal with it.
Well, it's like it brings people motivation when they can hit those stuff. You know,
have you watched Fruity's stream? All he does is complain about his
I may complain a tiny bit, you know.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, it's really good. I love my teammates going for flip resets and stealing shots nonstop.
Even though I'm open for a pass right here.
I'm sitting in front of the net with full boost. No, it's great. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
It's also very hard if you are, champ ranked, diamond ranked, any ranked, even grand champ, to actually understand how fast these guys are playing. You can't see it from that third-person perspective.
A lot of double commits coming up with G2 right now.
Oh, wide open.
Whoa. Again, so pretty.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to say anything. It just looks good.
Yeah, Rizzo and JNaps, both, you said it, double commit, and like the field is so wide open for Justin.
I like his title, Professor of Physics. That fits Justin quite well, I think.
Yeah,
also
absolutely.
some really bad double commits considering how much time they had there to not do so. They didn't have to panic, and then there's 2 members of NRG who can make that open net happen.
Rizzo's trying, though. I mean, he's there, and he got a touch, too. Like, he's been pretty solid in the net.
I'm surprised JNAP's...
Oh, great bomb.
I was about to say, I'm surprised he's sticking with the skyline.
Seems pretty good.
Because this is the first time I see him on it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a good...
That's classic JNAPs too.
Yeah.
What a setup. He got the pass and the bomb off a flip reset. And JNAPs was so scary at Worlds. He became maybe even the best player at Worlds, individual player.
Yeah.
And that was exactly why he set up so many
Which is great
goals.
because a lot of people were saying, oh, maybe he's kind of slipping, you know, he's not where he used to be. So the fact that he can get back to that probably feels really good.
I was rating Chicago above JNAPs easily going into Worlds, but you know, JNAPs was the standout superstar for that.
I honestly think that G2 was the best team until the grand final in that tournament.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
In
most
scrims,
teams did.
off stage, they were beating everyone, like, hands down. Like, they're the team to beat, and they're doing exactly what they were doing in scrims on stage, and it's some of the best Rocket League I've seen myself. Ooh.
And consistent, right? To be able to do that over multiple days.
Yeah,
well,
right.
Also, are you just saying that because they stopped you from coming top 4?
True.
Well, I was going to say, when they played you guys, that was some of the best G2 Rocket League I've seen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it didn't feel good.
It was wild. Yeah, no, I remember after that game, I was talking about, I was like, man, that sucks for like Fruity and them. Because that was like so hard to play against because G2 was just that good. It wasn't anything against you guys. It was just G2 was just on it.
Yeah.
That's what's harsh about, you know, a single elim. You know, you can't maybe PSG were the 3rd best team on the day, but they versed on fire G2. Which is why this is really nice here at Summit that we've got 2 big groups.
I love the format.
Their seeding,
the format is so nice. Trying something different, right?
Yeah. The best of 7s are nice too. Like, it's a lot of Rocket League. They're a little bit long, but I feel like that definitely gives everyone a fair chance, especially a team like NRG with Turbo Pulsar coming on.
And it's only one match.
Right, it's one match. Yeah.
It's not enough. One time I was talking to Cooks here, and he's like, I think everything should be best in 9s.
He would say
that. Sounds like something he would say.
Cooks here puts a lot of hours into this.
I was going to say, you know why? Because he would win all the best in 9s.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's his mentality. It's that FGC mentality, right?
Yeah.
Like he watches, he waits, he plays back, learns your habits, how you're playing today, and then later on he exploits it and just destroys you.
Best of 9s, 500 hertz monitors only. Cooks has got a lot of interesting habits.
Do you remember when he used to play in windowed mode?
Wait, really?
Yeah, back in Season 1, it was like he wouldn't play full screen.
This is like CSGO, you know, like stretch screen out.
And he had the PS3 controller as well.
Yeah.
But it's funny that still some players are still using the PS3 controller. I know Mitsunoris is.
Hey, if you're comfortable on it, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
He's still got the fastest fingers in Rocket League coming back from his fighting games. You can make a joke out of that or not, Corelli. I saw your face, but...
Oh, it's got
that's good, yeah. You saw it from
clean.
a mile away.
It's so clean.
You also saw the miss coming out from G2, but they were in a rush to get back after that play went over their head.
His boost management in the air.
Yeah.
There's no one else who does it better than Justin. It's insane.
The question is, Fruity, like, how does somebody like Justin, like, everybody is so close in skill level mechanically at the moment. How do you have these players like Justin who still feel, and Chaucette, who feel like a step ahead?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you because then I would actually do it. You know what I mean? Like, but I think they just have an extra sense that not a lot of, like, that we still have as pro players, right? But like they just have that extra level, that extra gear that we don't have.
Well, Chaucette's very good at slowing down the play.
Oh yeah.
And like knowing how fast his opponent's going to be.
But Justin is like the opposite, right? He's like exploding, like he's so fast, and he's both on the ground and the air. So it's good to see a variety of playstyles because that's what I think Rocket League is really about. Seeing those small tendencies between players and regions are so interesting to see.
I love it. I love that each and every one of those styles can win too, right?
Yeah,
like it's so it's not like you end up sitting with one specific style and meta that's everyone does because the variety makes it so interesting.
Seeing Turbo push up so well, like every single time he's just like, I can trust Justin to get this across to me, and it ends up being a goal. That's like all 3 of their goals this game. Yeah, as you're saying about different styles too. You know, that's the beauty of Rocket League to a lot of extent. Why so many people have different opinions.
Right,
even Fruity will say, Speed, he's the worst player. Most of us will agree, and he's one of the dumbest players in Rocket League. But he has his use he's able to play very fast without worrying too much about his opponents. So even though one person thinks that's dumb, to him, it's very smart. Oh, hi, Speed.
He's actually giving him a chance to talk back.
Wow.
Right, this is a first for Yummy.
Wait, we have a... Hold on.
So Speed's on the mic now.
Yeah, that was irrelevant. Sorry, I got rid of the irrelevant caster.
Thank you. We've all been asking for it.
Hold on. This has been in a 0-second time for like 30 seconds now.
Wait, still going?
Okay.
Wow, you jinxed it.
Yeah,
Thanks, Corelli.
No problem.
No, but like I'm just sitting with Speed. I'm just chilling.
Speed, what's your
Speed? Do you have a response?
Yeah, what's your retort?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not even come here as talent, despite being an OCE caster. We got an actual player to come here as talent.
I can't say much. Yeah, now, right?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Yeah, no, I'm liking that it's going back and forth. If we're actually going to talk about the match, I like that it's actually going back and forth here. You know, it's not just
also,
NRG popping off.
in chat if you hate Speed.
No, we definitely
no,
don't hate Speed. No, please.
No, they're actually going to do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they will. It's a
Yeah.
meme.
Like we did a world championship viewing party together.
Yeah.
That was basically like, hey, if you're going for GT.
Yeah, you know, you do
Yeah,
have a
go-
mic. Well,
go
they're
to-
cuddling, so you can't see this chat, but they're
We're
cuddling.
basically kissing at this point.
Yeah.
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 We can't exactly get much closer here. It's two guys, one
You
mic.
can
That is
get closer.
very...
I mean, it's basically like, oh, it's so cute.
There's a photo shoot
is
going
so
on
hot.
too here.
Fruity is looking at us. He's just
There, now you can see it. There you go. They paused the game for you guys.
Wow.
Come
Fruity,
on.
come on.
Speed
Come
is
on.
actually my old teammate. You know,
Come
we
on.
formed the Bricks
Fruity hates Speed.
Wow.
with Shagaron
Everyone else
back
does.
in what season was that?
That was July last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good times.
Yeah, we won everything pretty much.
Pretty much.
And then
Pretty
you
much.
abandoned
And then he left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we
And
didn't.
then some RLCS team turned up and was like, "Do you
Yeah.
want to play?" And he was like, "Yep."
For that
No, not anymore.
I got a lucrative offer, and then I bailed. That's what the beauty is, right? Like,
The money?
that's a
Wait,
good perk,
there's
right?
money in this game? I can't tell. I don't have an org still.
You're getting paid
Oh,
for
Nice
this?
shot,
what?
Turbo. Oh,
This is
sorry,
Turbo
slip.
again. Typical Turbo goal. Let's look at this, right? Let's break it down. Chicago passing to Turbo. Turbo doing his thing, right? He has to score at least 3 own
Very
goals
nice.
every series.
Very nice by
It's
Turbo.
good to see that even though he switched region, it's still the same old Turbo own goals.
Clinical.
They are always clean.
No, he still needs to score on energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's instinctual. It's built into him.
You just can't.
Still
not.
getting used to the
Yeah.
names, the orgs. No, well, what I was going to say is that bubble teams, right? It's just a beauty that if they stick together and work a long period and then they play in the off-season like we did with the Bricks, I really... what a
that's a
play.
read.
I think it's underappreciated how important it is to stick together as a roster, even though you're just bubble players, right? You just got to stick together because, look, for example, Chicago came up through that way. Justin especially, like out of style. So all these players getting a chance, like playing in this bubble region, like rival series level, sticking together and just making a name for yourself.
Yeah.
You will make it eventually, right?
Why
Look
are you
at
so
Astro.
wholesome?
Yeah,
No,
Fruity
because,
sticking
like, I've
together
been
with
through
the
that-
bubble team he was on, by the way.
Yeah, because
Yep.
me and Speed has been through that process, you know, like all these like players that are new to the scene, they all went through the same kind of direction, right?
We both can't talk because we both jumped ship just before the beginning of the playing. He jumped ship like 3 weeks before, and about 5 days before I was like, all right, I'm off as well. See you in a bit.
It's about getting results, you know, in off season. You know,
That
like
we did.
Also, when you have a team, you're able to just practice your teamwork, your rotations together, and actually.
We can't even
We
hear
can't
you.
hear you.
You either need to
You
go
got-
up here.
yeah, get
or-
to
you need to
Come
Yeah.
on,
Speed up to the
get to the
mic.
mic.
It's fine, it's fine.
It
I've
just
got to
sounds like
disappear
you're
anyway.
whispering in my ear.
I've
Oh,
got to
does
play
it
in
still
like
have
2 games
scrims?
time anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
play in
This
2
guy-
games
I thought this guy had scripts and then he just
No
jumps
worries.
on the couch.
Yeah.
Speed does what he wants.
Speed is speed.
Speed heard his name. He came
Oh,
around.
no. That's thank God there was no cameras on
Yeah.
for that. He just dabbed.
He made. Oh, I was going to just say he made some really rude gestures, but
Yeah, dab.
yeah.
So, anyways, it's 2-1 G2.
Oh, yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Greg. Corelli's
Back to
watching.
the game.
I've been watching.
Justin again. Is that 2 for 2?
Honestly, it's been close. Like, after the
What
first
a pass.
game.
Did you see that with Turbo, how he popped it?
Yeah. Energy's looked much better after the first game.
and the thing is, they're committing really hard, but then they're knowing when to do it. They're not getting punished for it.
Yeah.
They're getting the touches that they need and just being unpredictable with it. It's great.
Well, and I think it was Fruity bringing up play styles, and I think a lot of people will judge Turbo's performance on Fireburner and the way what he did on this team, but I think that Turbo's own play style, his own way of doing things, is actually something that NRG might want and need.
He's already showing a huge difference compared
exactly.
to, you know, at the start of game 1 he was a bit further back, but now he's really part of the attack.
Do you think that's what NRG wanted out of this, is for Turbo to help change stuff, or for them to change Turbo?
I think it's what they needed.
They needed that, you know, like you need to bring some new, like, you need like a new set of eyes, right, that thinks a different way. Because you've been together for so long that sometimes you just, if you want to take this next step, you need something new.
Yeah. So you want teams to stick together, but only for a certain amount of time.
No, but like, if it's not, like, if you're not winning, like, everyone needs to win tournaments, right? Everyone wants it at this level.
So and stick together until you don't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to win, like, right? I think C9 is one of the good examples of that, you know.
But they always win.
Yeah, they always win. That's why they're sticking together, right?
Yeah, I guess. No, yeah. I guess that's true.
I thought the original point was even if you're losing, stick together. We've lost our
got
way,
lost.
guys.
They got lost it.
I think what I've got is if you get paid enough and you win enough, you stick together.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Just live the life.
Also, to be fair, Fruity's original point was
I agree with
bubble
this point.
teams.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Our point's been distorted.
Yeah.
So many points.
Good to see the comeback from G2. It's kind of a mess up there, but it was all built up of pressure, yeah.
I mean, like, G2, they don't look bad.
No.
Like, they're doing well.
Yeah.
It's just...
They're grinding their opportunities rather than making
That's
the
exactly it.
Yeah.
NRG's opportunities look much more fluid, much more casual. G2 is really trying to force the issue.
Oh. Should have probably been a goal.
You can't place it perfectly every time, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can.
Ah. Well, if you're fairer, you certainly somehow can.
Pretty much. Oh, Turbo. Wait, what?
No one hit it in the midfield. It got faked out. Just a banger, one end to the other. That's
actually a rocket.
That's
right
rough
there.
from Rizzo, though. He should be able to get to that.
Yeah.
He hesitated before he jumped. He stopped.
That was still a good touch.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that we've seen from Rizzo, right? He's been hesitating quite a bit.
That's typically what he does online too. When he's or like in scrims,
or
when he's going
silvers.
up for an aerial, he hesitates a bit more.
Yeah, I think did he struggle against the silver?
Yeah, I think it's like a mental thing now. Like I think he's a little rattled after that video.
He's lost it.
He just missed another one.
NRG looking to put G2 on match point here quietly into the 4th game.
Yeah, they've kept it close.
Yeah, they've been close games. Like none of these have been blowouts, but again, I just feel like NRG has been playing better, even though it's tied.
And the fact that like they haven't had a lot of time to synergize up means it can only get scarier too, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
But you're seeing the potential of them right now.
Yeah,
right.
I can't see if NRG takes this game. I can't see G2 really making a comeback. At this point, the way NRG are playing, the way they're able to create so many opportunities, at some point they're just going to have a game where they score a bunch of goals.
Who's that, NRG?
NRG, yeah. You know, and that's sometimes the best Rocket League. Sure, they're playing aggressive and risky, but it's about scoring more goals than they let in the end.
I think he got called off that. Chicago came through. That was interesting. Both players were up for G2 on that shot. So, what, 20 seconds left. NRG. Actually, we're tied. Never mind, that's a 3.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah, I don't have my glasses.
I thought we were just talking about how your vision was great earlier today, Carly.
It's fantastic.
We actually haven't seen an overtime yet in this series, even though there's been some close ones.
Well, there you go. Wish granted. Ask, and you shall receive.
I don't know if he said
you just have to wish for something literally a second before it's about to happen.
There you
It'll
go.
come true.
The ball's halfway across the goal. I predict a goal happening.
Yeah.
Turbo certainly provides, I guess, good overtime potential too, with his ability to play so well under pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that for all of NRG, right? I mean, they've kind of proved that a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, I'm comparing to Fireburner.
Sure.
Which is maybe a bit cruel, but, you know, he is the one that at LAN has most crumbled.
That would have been nuts if someone was there.
I was about to say, I've never seen someone score one of those before.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Woo. The fact that he placed that so well. It could have just led to a goal from a hard clear to make.
That's risky.
Yeah. I think they knew that they already had their third move back. So.
Well, they still moved up for that third man challenge or the second man challenge in the end.
Another double.
If it didn't go well,
oh, he's
Wait,
there?
what?
Oh no.
imagine.
I mean, with Justin, I don't.
It's
That's
Spider-Man.
not a strange thing to see.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
Just look at him go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
He almost got it too.
All of G2 was just watching him fly.
Yeah.
You get that half, I'll get this
Show
half.
us what you can do.
When you have somebody like Justin on the opposing team, Fruity, you know, what do you think when they have the ball? Are you worried about
just
going up
scared.
challenging?
Oh God.
I'm just scared.
Yeah.
Like, please don't freestyle on me. Don't make me look bad.
Don't clip me.
Oh.
There we go.
That's a hard thing too, because you don't know how much how much boost like Justin has up there. Like, where is he going to drop?
You can't tell.
Like,
You can't tell.
does he have his flip again?
He does a really good job of like kind of concealing how much boost he has,
he's
and
a
then what he's
magician.
gonna do too. Like it's just so incredible. But regardless, G2 wins.
An important
This game.
game too.
Very
yeah,
important.
very.
Yeah.
Because that was for match point for NRG. So
Yeah. Keep it close.
But we're down to a best of 3, right?
hey, you're
No?
becoming
Is
a
it-
caster
oh my-
already.
no, no,
Look at
don't
you.
do that.
That's how we always do it in comms
expect
as well.
a tweet from Dude with the Nose after that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He loves it when we say, like, you know, after a couple games go by, a best of 5 turns into a best of 3.
Yeah, I'm always thinking like that, you know? It's,
And also,
I don't think it's a bad mentality, to be
No.
honest.
it's like you can get a new mindset, you know?
Right.
it's good to see Fruity growing up. Like CJ couldn't perform as a player, so now he's here as a caster. Maybe if you guys end up not making day 3 on this one, Fruity can become a caster.
This is
There you go.
This is the couch of broken dreams.
Yeah. Well, nobody's more broken than I am at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe you could just follow in your coach's footsteps and stop casting and then
Yeah.
coach teams.
Yeah, Fruity would be a good
Yeah.
coach.
Really?
It's not
You
that
think so?
big.
Yeah.
I'd like to manage the team.
It'd be well. I mean, realistically, that's where if we got an org and everything went well, and you
Then
guys
I would manage you and coach you.
yeah, you'd be
and
able to coach me how to coach and
Yeah.
manage.
That'd be something.
That'd be good.
basically doing it your
Yeah.
job.
Or maybe you could hire a good coach / manager with
True,
the money
true.
that
Well, he does
that
like
would come
money.
in.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Might just not get a coach and then keep
Yeah.
the coach's salary and put it into my own.
There you go.
Is this Starbase?
Yeah.
Sure is.
Wow, I haven't seen Starbase. in
Yeah,
a
we
while.
played on Salty Shores as well.
I don't think that was meant to be part of the rotation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a shame though.
It's a nice map. It's better on the night version.
Yeah,
because
the
the
night
day
version
one
is
night version
so
is
much
nice.
better. The day one, my eyes are like getting like glared in. It's crazy.
A lot of players hate Starbase Arc too. Is that same for
Oh,
Europeans?
the older version of it was questionable, but this one is fine.
Yeah.
JDAP's still on that skyline.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
mind
enjoying
it.
it.
Just loving it. I mean, if you feel, I mean, like they're tied right now. Why
Yeah.
change it, right?
Yeah, no,
Like,
no.
right?
it's
They
good.
just won an OT.
And also, realistically, it doesn't actually matter. You know, still the same hitboxes are dominance.
Do we want to have this debate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Oh, as a Dominus. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but like there is a difference between the Dominus and the Octane.
Oh yeah,
Is-
huge.
is okay.
That was a short discussion.
Yeah.
No,
That was a very friendly debate, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's very
He's
civil.
Canadian, so
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry for even bringing it up. I think I realized
The
halfway
only
through we're on
problem
the
is
same
you
side.
didn't apologize for suggesting it might
Yeah.
not be a friendly debate.
Oh. I thought Turbo was able to get that.
Almost did.
It's Chicago
Just a
ripped this.
Puma.
It's the Fennec, man.
Some of those as well, it's hard to know where Chicago was hitting that. He had to cover the right-hand side of net, so when he hit it in the left, like, it's even the more obvious shot to hit it to the left. And so you're like, oh, he's not going to hit it to the obvious spot. Scratching your head and got nothing to say, Leafex?
No, he's
Gotta make it look
He's
good.
got to fix his hair.
Yeah, fix his hair.
Hey, your hair's beautiful, mate. I'm loving the bleach look.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know-
color
no,
is good. I like it.
I didn't even want this.
What do you mean?
I look like a budget.
He just
M&M.
woke up one day and it was just dyed like that.
You look like a bit of an Australian surfer, to be honest.
I'm trying to take your place. You come
Yeah.
to NAL.
Listen, I'll take your place anytime.
I'll take it as a compliment,
Yeah.
I suppose.
I just love Leafex that much.
Well, G2's up by 2,
Yeah.
quietly. NRG held scoreless here. This is kind of what G2 needs, I feel like, especially after the last.
The momentum is really coming through.
Yeah,
now.
the momentum's coming back.
They're also just playing a bit more solidly. We're seeing some less mistakes, less whiffs.
Double commits. That's the big thing for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's working into their style where they're just trying to grind it out. And then maybe even good against NRG, who are trying to play more aggressive, more risky.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like G2's definitely cut down on double. Oh,
here we go. This is it.
Oh, he missed? What?
He had to go so low that he went just over it.
Yeah.
Because someone had the high blocked.
He also might have thought that the defender was hitting it up into him.
Just go for the dunk, yeah.
Something Justin is very good at is not getting faked by the
Did he get hit into that?
I think he tried to get bumped. I think he tried to bump him, but I think he had the flick anyways.
I think, yeah, Turbo just smacked Chicago.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he just smacked
him.
I mean, he was flipping.
Result.
Yeah, it's same result. He was going to flip.
Can we count this as an own goal by Turbo again?
Yeah, I think so.
That's 2?
It's 2, and then you can count the one that he teed up in game 1.
So basically we're saying that Turbo shouldn't have been picked up at NRG. He should have been picked up for G2 at this rate.
Basically.
This is almost an impossible comeback considering, again, how G2 have been grinding.
Yeah. The only reason it's been like they've been goal for goal, so now that they're up by 3, it's going to be super hard for NRG.
We were saying earlier in the series, that NRG could make a comeback like this.
Well, they did.
Their play style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did in game 1. They didn't win, but
the way that they're playing solidly now, G2, very hard to.
Oh.
yeah, if NRG wants to get going here, they need to score pretty soon.
They seem to be ball chasing quite a lot, NRG, and it's not really working out, right? Like G2 are comfortable playing this. There's no double commits anymore.
Yeah,
so
as long as they're staying spread out.
I was going
right?
to say, they don't need to do anything.
No, it's just
all the
wait.
pressure's on NRG to make something happen. There you go.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of like, they got too comfortable.
Like, look at Garrett, like, backboard. I don't know what he's doing, and it's just works.
Great recovery and peace of mind from Justin, too, because he stayed in the attack after that first touch.
Was that Chicago with that touch, though, off the wall? That was really what kind of sealed the deal.
He had a player behind him, though, an opponent, which is always scary. You have to get that away from them. It's like when you verse Speed, and he's behind you all the time.
Speed is just annoying.
Like in person or in the game?
Yes, both.
I don't know. You guys look kind of cozy over there when he was here on the couch.
Yeah, he smells great.
Anyways. Less than a minute left for NRG here.
Yeah, it's not happening.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
I have time.
It's
45
possible.
seconds?
Still
20 seconds per
still a
goal,
long game, right?
Yeah.
A lot can happen.
I mean, but it does feel like G2 really.
Just cut it
you're
under
coming to
control.
my side now.
No, I'm just saying, you know.
Show me what you got.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
All right, now it's looking a little more. I'm scooting over on Leaf's side now.
No, I already knew.
Yeah.
I'm a G, 300 IQ.
So if G2 adapted throughout this series, Foodie, like how does that look as a player? What are you doing to actually turn this around as G2 Esports?
What do you mean?
You know, what are they talking to each other about between games? What are they trying to fix? How do they adapt, or do you just think it's coming naturally?
I think it's just natural. Like, I think they have been with each other for so long that they just have fun. Like, you can see, like, if Verso is going to do his...
But they are spreading out more. They're not double committing so much.
True.
You know, that might as well come from...
I think that's the biggest change. Whether they, intentionally made it or not, I think that they're just being
Verso's
smarter.
done. It's just...
He's done.
He's done.
He's like, we won
He
this
won.
game, we're
Best of
gone.
five.
Yeah, he's like, GG's, everyone.
Wait, don't they have a manager to hydrate them?
What? Where's Jazzo?
Yeah. Jazzo, what are you doing?
Jazzo, come on.
Hello?
Yummy.
Is he down here?
There's
I'll
an org you can move
What in the
in on.
world?
Yeah.
They're on the wrong org.
No, I think I'll stay with Fruity, you know.
Aw.
I mean, if you want to go, you can go.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to hold you back. You'll probably get a salary over there.
He actually doesn't want you there, so he's like encouraging you.
Yeah.
Go, please.
It's been clear from day 2, basically. Day 1 is like, yes, yummy, it's so excited. Now it's bitter bitter relationship between the two of us.
Well, no, now it's definitely up to NRG to like. I think they actually have to talk. Like you can't at this point leave it up to just instincts. Like okay,
but there's still smiles.
It's match
right?
point.
But what do you change?
They're still smiling.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
So
well, what do you change?
Fruity.
True.
Yeah. Pro player Fruity.
I think they were ball chasing a bit too much. Maybe like sit back more in defense and just let G2 come to them. It's really like G2 is really good on the kickoff. So if they get the pressure early on, it's so hard to get that pressure back. It's because that was like what was happening to us at Worlds. So getting the pressure early is important. You see that.
There you go.
And they just got to keep carrying that momentum now.
I think also getting his first goals going to really help
Double
them.
commit again.
But now that they're in the lead, they can take those risks. They can be a bit more confident.
You don't want to take too many, though. I mean,
you're
only up by
many,
1.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know if you really want to do that.
It's still a long game, right? It's just 5 minutes, basically.
Yeah, but it's a very different mindset between being up in goals versus being down in goals.
I feel like it's almost better sometimes to just look at every goal as its own thing. Like, don't even look at the score.
Right.
That's what we do as well in comms. We just say
it's a goal.
It's just like an individual.
We're starting again,
segment.
right? It's just
all very good in theory, but everyone's a human.
True.
And like,
speak for yourself.
A major factor. Maybe the only reason you get a coach is so you can actually talk it out, figure out what you're doing, and have that verbalized amongst the team.
Yeah.
So everyone understands where you're actually thinking.
So.
Now that's a good touch.
I'd love to see what he can do if he couldn't win against the Silver, and now he can do it at this level, right?
What in the world?
That's such a good first touch, too. He was so close to the crossbar, it looks like it might be in.
He squeezed it right between the post and Justin there, too.
And it's still a long game, like 4 minutes. Is Like I said,
it's essentially a full game.
He's just starting over at 4 minutes.
Who was expecting G2 to win at the start of this? I had NRG.
I didn't make a prediction.
It's honestly really tough because like, because like you'd say NRG by default, but then you think, okay, yeah, this is their first time running turbo, right? So from what we've seen from G2 at Worlds, it's like, okay, maybe G2 actually does have the upper hand in this.
Yeah,
I think it's like a 60-40 to G2.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a big margin between them.
I may have made myself an idiot by saying, turbo pulse.
Oh, J-Nabs.
Well, we're used to it, Yummy.
Yeah.
What? What happened?
What? Check out this.
What
do you mean? Yo,
look
watch this. Young man gets up and drops it down.
He gets the full 360 in there just to get that angle.
Freestyle points,
Here we go. We're going to see a bunch of people in ranked using the skyline now.
Yep.
It's fine. As long as I hit the ball, I'm okay with it.
Wait, do you struggle with your teammates? They can't hit the ball?
Yeah.
Wait, what rank are you?
I float everywhere. So
what?
It depends if I anywhere between like C3, and then the other day I decided to play while on like 2 hours of sleep and managed to get it down to Diamond 3.
Wow.
Impressive.
Yikes.
That actually takes effort.
That's skill,
like hard to do.
Yeah.
Like you'd think you'd get lucky a little bit and hover.
No,
somewhat.
it depends. Sometimes I'll have days where it's like I don't got to do anything and like my teammates are great, and then the other days it's like, what's happening?
Have you ever thought about teaming up with pro players?
Oh, I thought he was going to plug his coaching.
Have you ever thought about?
You ever thought about like getting a coach? I don't know.
He asked me earlier. It's also uncoachable, surely.
No, I think for now on I'm just going to accept that I'll never make it to GC.
I know you can make it.
You can do it. Trust me.
If you've been C3, you can definitely make it.
Yeah, if you're champ 3,
it just takes some like valuable effort. Actually,
I think one of the things that you need,
you should probably play with a solid team. I solo queue everything.
Find a solid teammate you can play an hour with every day. The consistency in Rocket League is so important. Playing that every day, right?
Yeah. And then once you get up to GC, you're like, wow, these guys suck too.
No, I said this on my stream, right? That when you hit GC, you're finally starting fresh at the game.
Yeah.
Because there's such a huge skill gap in GC. Like, you're finally reached the final level, right? But like, everything is new.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I would hit GC, it would be really motivating to finally get a fresh beginning kind of thing.
Yeah.
The nice thing is when you're close to GC, like you have that nervous pressure on yourself. Oh, I'm so close, I have to get there. But once you get to GC, it's kind of, you're only going up and down in points. That's when you can improve a lot because you're just Like, okay, well, I'm just trying to play to get better at this point in time.
I mean, I try not to hold like too much like weight to my rank, anyways, because it's like I'm playing to learn anyways. And
it's an important skill. Like, if you want to get better, the best thing to do is just not worry about your rank at all and literally just focus on improving. And eventually, you will get better.
Now, there are obviously some times where it is another person on your team's fault, like they just miss a ball. But for the most part, if I get it scored on, I try to say, well, it's my. I try to have the mentality. I could have done something to prevent this.
Right.
I could have rotated different. Even though he missed it, maybe I could have been on defense or something.
The other thing is, it's frustrating, sure, when one of your teammate misses, but I guarantee you've made the same mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
And
again, like when I was tired the other day. It's right. That was all definitely my fault.
Imagine being your poor teammates. They're like, oh, I've got Leaf X. He knows how to play the game.
Is this RLCS? Well,
I'll
do you have
pass
a
it
title?
to him a few times.
Yeah, he's got the RLCS analyst title.
Oh, no, that's even worse. They're expecting this guy.
No, on those, when I know I'm playing bad, I take the take off. I'm not worthy of this.
I get that all the time, man. I have like a bad game, and I'll get someone message me, analyze that, idiot. And I'm like, what? I had a bad game, all right? Come on.
The question is, does it say rival or RLCS?
CRL.
Oh, really?
That's content.
Please, no. None of that.
All right, anyways.
I'm so sick.
G2's about to take this, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
They just have to hold on for a few more seconds. G2, to my surprise, are taking this.
There you go.
Very close to making it day 3 because they've got Vitality.
Yeah.
So it's just last in groups doesn't make it.
Yeah.
So not Vitality, Dignitas at the end.
And then third goes to lower bracket, and then first and second go upper bracket. So G2 gets a win.
No, that's a good start.
Good start. Good. I mean, honestly, good series from NRG too. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's some things to work on.
I think the
But
OT.
they know that.
The OT
Well,
game was a game 5? No,
no.
6.
Yeah, one of those.
That really changed like
4.
Yeah.
Right. 4 or 5.
That OT set the curve.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
once
Game
G2
4,
won that, once G2 broke NRG's winning streak, I think that's where things kind of got weird.
It was very interesting because I thought like NRG looked so much better throughout.
I thought so too. I mean, in the middle of the game,
the passes stopped though.
Yes.
At some point, G2 were able to prevent the passes and give them less space to do it.
And you could say that maybe those opportunities were coming up because of the poor defense from G2's side, right? And maybe G2 cleans that up, and that's what stops that coming from NRG. So.
It'll be nice to have them down here.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it'd be nice to have NRG to ask them, kind of why they felt under the pump at the end of that. But we'll at least get to see G2's side of it. And yeah, they started off really well, NRG, but G2, like, they were the ones that adapted really hard.
It was, well, as you mentioned before, it was that spread out. They just, all they had to do is just, get off each other's tailpipes, step back and say, okay, no double commits, and they were fine. Because they had passing plays at the beginning, right? Oh, do we have Rizzo? Get on the mic.
Yeah. Welcome to the spelling bee.
I'm here to sing you a song.
Banana.
Yes.
Not really, though.
Spell silver for us.
Silver?
Yeah.
Like
why silver?
Like Pierre?
No, because we were
Pierre
talking about your
Is that what
silver
you're talking
video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
So how was that series for you?
It was fun.
Like, what was it
good.
about NRG? Like, was it weird not seeing Fireburner? Was it a different play style? Like, obviously, you guys have probably scrimmed.
Yeah, we've been scrimming, so it wasn't like super
too
weird or
off.
anything. Yeah. I mean, we kind of knew like what to expect, I guess, but we like heard them screaming, and then we're like, oh, we're kind of sweating. Maybe we should just start screaming. Yeah, so we just started screaming in the series too. We could hear each other through the room. So.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, you can just play some mind games. Start yelling at each other.
Yeah. How did you bring it around after, I guess, NRG felt on top for the first few games?
Didn't we win the first game?
You won the first one, and then they won the next two. And then it was an overtime.
Well, I think, because we started, like, taking it more seriously. We started taking it more seriously, and then we lost. So we just started taking it less serious.
It is a trick. Did it feel more like scrims?
We talked about that. I told you, the teams that don't care, just have fun, are the teams that are winning.
There you go.
Exactly.
That's it.
For everyone out there grinding, just have fun.
I have a question, Rizzo. Could you tell the difference between turbo on low ping or high ping? Like,
no, not really.
Not really?
No, he's kind of like the same player.
Yeah?
I feel like.
That's interesting.
He's just as good.
Yeah.
Was it where do you find that he fits well on NRG right now? Like, is he like that third man where Fire was, or do you think he's gonna find his way up on offense?
I think Garrett's like third man at this point, but I don't know. They just they rotate.
They're
so
all
they're all
everywhere. Yeah,
it looks
yeah,
less
yeah.
like there is any third man,
Yeah.
you know, unlike before. Yeah.
How'd you guys feel though?
Felt good.
You had a good double
was just
touch at the end there as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago screen. He said, "You're so good."
Who do you have to play still left then?
Out of our group, it's Vitality and Dig.
They have to win against Dig.
Oh,
Yeah, they have to
geez.
play
Yeah.
Dignitas, right?
Yeah.
How you looking at that one then? Because again, they got a new third too.
We'll just scream to the rooms.
Is that what it is? That's the new strat. We're gonna set a
Yeah,
mic
we gotta get a
outside the
boom mic.
rooms.
That can also be really tilting when somebody scores a
Oh,
terrible
yeah.
goal against you and they're just going off. You're like, why are they celebrating? I hate it. Did you get any of that from NRG, like when they were screaming at random goals?
Yeah, kind of. That's why we started doing it back. And I don't know if you guys can see all the quick chats, but Chicago would sing.
Oh no,
They turned 'em
I think
off.
they had
Turned
them
'em
on
off,
before.
sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're always worried about what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
know how you
No,
are.
that makes
Bad
sense.
things.
Turbo passed the ball, and then
Yeah.
Chicago just spammed great pass for the Neo Tokyo.
Oh yeah, was that?
Oh
game?
yeah.
Yeah. He,
Where he just popped it up. And
Oh,
it
just passed it
stopped.
right.
well, he might as well scored himself.
Yeah.
Too. Well, he did
Yeah.
that quite a few times.
How often do you guys use like the chats during like RLCS matches and stuff? Like, do you guys talk to the other team at all, or?
No, not really.
No, really. The admins actually tell us like don't use quick chat.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
one time in this season that Turbo said what a save when we were losing. Oh, we were winning 6-1, and he scored like when there was no time left. And then he said what a save, and the admin told him don't do that. I
Oh,
was
that's fair. I
like,
guess just
Oh,
to,
man.
like,
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
never had that happen.
it's terrible. Just terrible things.
yeah. I figured. Yeah, I guess during stuff like that you're more zoned in, but here it's like that trash talk and
I
stuff
think
can fly a bit
I wish
more,
we could
right?
see it on the
What was it
screen.
like playing in this setup up there?
I feel like it's like the first time where you're in like a box, I guess. Where you know how there's like noise canceling stages or whatever. That's kind of what it felt like, except for the fact that you could hear them.
You
But,
could hear the other
but, like, we're still in a box.
Yeah, both teams
That's
are in the same noise canceling
Yeah,
box.
exactly.
That's brilliant.
Like
yeah,
you
no.
can't hear casters, like no crowd, like nothing like that.
I was saying, like, what's
Yeah.
it feel like? Does it feel like you're just like kind of scrimming the whole time then?
Yeah, I was just at home.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's easy.
Seems what all the teams are feeling like, but that's enough of us four idiots and
Yeah.
Rizzo, of course. We're going to go to a quick break.